Hi students, in this video I am going to discuss with you about AWS Global Infrastructure and the components which are associated with the global infrastructure in AWS. In AWS Global Infrastructure, what it is you should know. It is a secure, extensive, and reliable cloud platform. It offers over 200 fully featured services from data centers globally. AWS cloud infrastructure is built around AWS regions and availability zones. The AWS global cloud infrastructure is built around AWS regions and availability zones. First one is AWS regions. An AWS region is a distant geographical area. It consists of multiple isolated locations known as availability zones. Each region will be divided into multiple availability zones. And AWS regions are designed to enable applications to be highly available, resilient, and secure. The data from the user will be stored in different zones in each region. So there will be high availability of data. And communication between AWS regions utilizes AWS secure and high-speed backbone network infrastructure. AWS provides a high-speed network infrastructure, so communication will be done between different AWS regions. And we can enable and manage data replication across regions. This is the most important benefit. Next one, after regions, we will see AWS availability zones in global infrastructure. Availability zones are distant locations within a region, each consisting of one or more data centers. In each region, multiple availability zones will be there in AWS, and each zone consists of one or more data centers. These zones are designed for fault isolation, ensuring issues in one zone do not affect the other zone. So each zone will be working in isolation. And all zones are interconnected using high-speed private links, allows for seamless data transfer and communication within the region. For certain AWS services, we can choose availability zones to utilize, providing flexibility in the deployment strategy. AWS recommends replicating data across multiple availability zones to enhance resilience and ensure high availability of our applications. Next one is local zones. AWS local zones enable to run latency sensitive parts of applications closer to the end users and resources in specific geographic areas. So there will be some sensitive parts of the application. They will be running closer to the user. So that is called local zone. They act as extensions of AWS regions, allowing to utilize AWS services near the end users. So local zones are used to provide services to near the end user. This placement brings AWS compute, storage, database, and other select services closer to large population centers, industries, and IT hubs where no full AWS region exists today. So everything will be closer to the users. AWS manages and supports the local zones. For instance, the Los Angeles AWS local zone is available by invitation. Data centers in AWS. So in the global infrastructure, next one is data centers. Data centers are the physical locations where data resides and data processing occurs. In data centers only, all the data will be available. Each data center typically houses tens of thousands of servers. So each data center contains tens of thousands, that is millions of servers. All AWS data centers are actively online and serving the customers. AWS uses custom network equipment sourced from multiple original design manufacturers and employs customized network protocol stack for optimized performance and reliability. Network structure is very good in AWS. And the last one is AWS points of presence in AWS Global Infrastructure. Points of presence are global locations that help speed up the delivery of content to the users by caching it closer to them. Each content will be cached closer to the end user. This is called points of presence. This includes edge locations, which are part of AWS Content Delivery Network, and regional edge caches, which provide additional caching for less frequently accessed content. The point of presence enhance the performance and reliability of AWS services by reducing the latency and ensuring efficient content delivery. Edge locations are sites that cache copies of your content to ensure low latency delivery to end users. Edge locations are part of AWS Content Delivery Network, Amazon CloudFront. Regional edge caches are larger caching sites located between AWS regions and edge locations. They help to cache the content that is not frequently accessed to reduce the load on the original server and improve performance for end users. So these are the things we have seen regions, AWS regions, AWS zones, data centers, and local zones and points of presence. These all constitute AWS global infrastructure. Thanks for listening.